It's your boy Concert Viz 34. I am just coming from watching the Yankees Red Sox game. Really pumped up about that. My boy Tanaka had a complete game. We only uh, got a couple runs from our offense, but no runs given up by Tanaka. So I'm in shock by that. But what's shocked me even more than the Yankees actually not giving up any runs, having decent pitching and clutch hitting today, is the fact that John Mayer and Dave Chapelle are having a special pair of shows in San Francisco this weekend. First show, April 28th, which is a Friday at 9 p.m. Second show's April 29th, which is a Saturday, 9 p.m. as well. Both of them at the Fillmore in San Francisco, California. Now, this is being billed on Live Nation as Dave Chapelle and John Mayer control danger. And it was just announced on John Mayer's Facebook page today, Thursday, April 27th. So this thing that whatever this will entail, whether it's a mix of everything, whether it's more John and less Dave, more Dave, less John, some skits that they may do, this whole surprise announcement to me is just another thing showing the reemergence of both Dave Chapelle and John Mayer. Dave Chappelle's been away for a little bit. He has done stand-up, but now he's putting his content on Netflix and getting a big payday. John Mayer, he's been around, but he's, for the first time in a while, he's doing solo touring with his full band and the John Mayer trio members, but he's doing his solo stuff on a stage, which he wasn't doing for a bit that often, a couple festivals here and there, but now he's back with a full schedule this year. So for those of you who may know, Columbus, Ohio show for John Mayer's Search for Everything tour. Dave Chappelle came on stage, little tribute to Charlie Murphy. Awesome event and an awesome night to whoever was there. You were very blessed and lucky to be out there. So that was cool to see. And even before that, there was a show, a private show, or two, I believe, earlier in the year where John Mayer and Dave Chappelle were both there. So, surprise show, just announced. A couple of details I want to go through. And if you're in the San Francisco area, I really hope you're able to get out to this. So, again, Dave Chappelle, John Mayer controlled danger. 2 nights, 28th and 29th, 9 p.m. starts. But there's a couple of things to note. First, there's a strict no cell phones allowed policy. No cameras or recording devices will be allowed at this Live Nation venue. And upon arrival, phones and smart watches will be secured in pouches. This is done for acts like Chris Rock as well for comedy. So they lock it up, and then when you're leaving, they find a way to kind of unlock it. But this is probably to preserve the content, especially on the comedy side, because John Mayer, he grows. The more videos that come out of his amazing guitar playing, he's going to grow. But for someone like Dave Chappelle, if he makes a mistake, if he tries some risky material, so it doesn't get released to the politically correct news, or if it just looks bad and he bombs, it just doesn't get released. He doesn't want that to be released so that he can take chances on comedy. A lot of comedians are doing this now, like Chris Rock and others. So again, they can take risks without something being leaked and then people getting offended. Oh my gosh, he said something vulgar. Like, that's just how it is nowadays. Anyway, I don't want to get into all that, that debate, but still, that's how it is, and people can't say anything. But it's an awesome thing, but again, no cell phones allowed, no smartwatches, no cameras. The other thing, if you're in the San Francisco area, or a warning to people trying to flip tickets, this is a will call only event. It says on a Live Nation site, each customer must bring government issued photo ID and credit card to reserve tickets to the Fillmore. The day of the show, they'll be able to redeem those tickets. And there's a limit of 2 tickets per household. So they're going to be checking credit cards and billing addresses. And if you try to get more than 2, then you get axed. And they don't play that at Live Nation, Ticketmaster. They do a lot of research, and people, I'm sure if you've purchased tickets and a family member, same billing addresses, purchased tickets, they'll cancel them out. But a cool event. Don't know what it entails, but it should be a lot of fun, whether it's a mix of everything, more John or more Dave Chappelle. They are awesome. For me personally, and for many people who grew up in my era, I am 26, born in 1990. Chappelle's show was a big part of my adolescence, just after the turn of the century, just because that comedy, the way it was brought with such thought and humor, It was a big part of my life, and it was a show that reached a lot of different demographics of young adolescents across various parts of the country. And really, in some ways, it brought people to watch one certain show. So it was a cool, awesome show. And to me, this show actually made me buy into John Mayer. Before watching him on Chappelle's show, I thought he was just a spoiled rich kid from Fairfield, Connecticut. I'm from the Hartford area, Connecticut. Grew up in a nice neighborhood myself, but people down in Fairfield are filthy, 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 filthy rich. So I thought he was just a spoiled, entitled Fairfield County kid that just did pop songs. But after watching him on Chappelle's show, they did a little music skit. I looked him up a little more, and he was right around the time he was starting to do some of his more soulful continuum music. I started looking John up a little more and started to put some respect on his name and really start to appreciate that he wasn't just your body is a wonderland type dude, and he knew who B.B. King was. He knew who Stevie Ray Vaughan was, and that show literally got me into watching John Mayer. So it's cool that they're doing this. Like I said, they've done it in the past this year, Columbus, Ohio. They've done some things as far as some private shows, I believe, earlier in the year, at the beginning of this year. So it'll be cool to see what happens. It'll be awesome if there's any reporters there or media that can take notes to just kind of hear what they did. And hopefully maybe they bring this to other shows. He's still got a whole summer tour, post-Dead touring. He has his summer solo tour. Maybe he'll bring this to New York City. I'll go drive down from CT. Or maybe he'll bring it to other parts of the country. But again, everyone in San Francisco, good luck getting tickets. Again, you're not going to be able to flip these will call only. Got to bring photo ID, credit card, and then I think they want you to go in. And then remember, no cell phones, no cameras. With music, you can get away with it, but since this is partially comedy, you ain't going to be able to get away with sneaking in the phone, things like that, unless you know someone at the venue and you pay them under the table. I'm not encouraging it, but if you know someone. Oh, yeah, also my shirt here, I'm repping the Allman Brothers. I got them in the back. This was from the last Beacon run ever, the last set of shows. I went to the first one on the 21st, which is really cool. But I'm always repping the Allman Brothers band. I love their music. But again, definitely like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about these shows. Let me know if you're able to get tickets if you're in the San Francisco area. And if you go to one of the shows, just tell me about your experience. Again, it's your boy ConcertViz34 signing off. Hope you guys have a good night. Go Yankees.